Well, that's right. It's called Social Media and the Silent Experiment, the Demise of Childhood. Author and tech expert Stephen Smith gives parents tips on how to manage raising kids in an age of technology and what mental health warning signs to look out for.
But what we're seeing is a true experiment, a real experiment on a generation of children, and we have no idea how this experiment is going to end.
Stephen Smith, managing partner of A Wired Family, has researched technology, social media, and its impact on children after 40 years of working in media. He says kids spend anywhere from 5 to 9 hours a day on their devices, preventing them from meaningful and important interactions with family and friends and causing sleep deprivation and mental health issues. But it's not just the hours, it's the content kids are consuming.
Instagram reels, particularly for young ladies looking at these beautiful women that the reels have been very curated, right? And it seems like it's totally unattainable to them, right?
Smith says kids are exposed to much more explicit content through social media, movies, and TV much earlier in life compared to older generations, which Smith says can create mental and physical issues both now and later in life.
It's sad, the amount of children, and I'm not talking about 18-year-olds, I'm talking about 11, 12, 13-year-olds, some even 7-year-olds. They're on devices viewing pornography. And that creates a cascade of problems for that child in the short term, but certainly in the long term, particularly for young men, and I will also say for young women.
If your child has a device, Smith has some recommendations. First, he recommends you continue to spend meaningful time with your children and have conversations with them. He also says signing a contract is a good way to keep both you and your child accountable for how much time you spend online, when you do so, and what you look at when you decide to use your device. He strongly suggests monitoring the iOS store on your child's device, whether that's the App Store or Google Play, by creating a password your child doesn't have access to or by installing parental controls. His biggest word of advice: never allow your child to bring their device to bed with them.
It's an incredible temptation for children to do that today. They have a lot of pressure on them. Take that pressure away. And then the amount of
Smith discusses these tips and much more in his new book. He also explains how content in TV, movies, and social media have become more explicit in the past 70 years.
Sure, you can stop watching, but let's be honest, you want to know more. Tap the links or even better, click subscribe to stay in the know.